look on the possession.
Lowry passes to Yurtsevin. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, this is a great rivalry, guys. I mean, even though they're in opposite conferences, you look back and these teams have a lot of history.
To end the run, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Now here's Walker, here's Scott, and another three for the Lakers.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good saving. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles leading by 5 to the right side. And Walker kicks to Bryant. Schroeder dishes to Scott. And another three for the Lakers.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And so it's Los Angeles.
Luckiest game I ever saw. Hey, you're trash, MP. Trash!
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Jimmy Butler is out there with Yurtsevin. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Strus in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now Hero still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Miami needs to get a shot off. Strus's shot is good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Bryant. 12 points his last outing. Here's Scott. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Hard to believe, Greg, last season, LeBron missing the playoffs for just the third time in his career.
And Kevin, it almost felt surreal to not have him in the playoffs. I mean, this guy's been a fixture in the postseason for almost 2 decades now. Just another bullet on LeBron's incredible resume.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Lakers are, of course, one of the league's storied franchises. And Magic Johnson was asked recently if they have the best all-time collection of players. He says it's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron now, Worthy. Come on now, it's just too many Lakers. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he's got a point, David, and we thank you for your report.
With the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Miami. And then for Los Angeles, Davis is checked in for Thomas Bryant. Patrick Beverley comes in for Walker. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Dennis Schroeder. And here is Hero after the three-pointer from Scott. They set the pick. Oladipo with the ball. Picked up by Davis. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Scott finds Beverly. Back to Scott. From deep. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Hero passes to Young. Oladipo outside. And stolen by Scott. It's Beverly on the wing. Three-pointer. And another three for the Lakers.
It does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter and he drains the triple.
Pass to Yurtseven. Here's Butler. James covering. Butler kicks to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hero. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Hero's got his first bucket of the night. There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Here's James, again, Los Angeles.
This has been proven. It's a scientific fact.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Laker.
Pleased to have you tune in.
It's early in the season, but let's glance at the candidates for this year's dunk contest. Some of the game's top athletes.
And moving on to our current game, it was not the first. Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from P in this one.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
Checking out the group now for Darvin Ham to start the second half. We've got Russell Westbrook. Scott is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Davis in at the 5 spot. Inside, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. James against Butler. Here's Scott. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lowry against Westbrook. Young, a screen on LeBron. Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Quick and athletic, Butler able to beat his opponents right to the 10.
Pass to Beverly. James kicks to Scott. Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. The kick out to Young. Back to Hero. Good ball movement here by Miami. And Young slams it home.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
Right here's a classic NBA question. Who's been the best franchise in league history? Good! Another from 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had. Timeout called, the Heat. A different look for Miami. Yurtseven comes in for Dwayne Dedman. And Strus is subbed in for Thaddeus Young. Bryant is checked in for Los Angeles. Lonnie Walker comes in for Patrick Beverley. Outside Butler. Over Bryant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there.
Staff demands of him and what he demands of the teammates. That can be a delicate balance.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is worth it.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the middle, Yurtseven. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, that's some veteran savvy from Lowry. Just floor awareness and finds the open teammate.
And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Yurtseven finds Strus. Butler passes to Yurtseven. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, that's how you execute a pick and roll. Jimmy Butler just toying with the defense and waiting for the opening.
And here's James outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Westbrook against Lowry. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside Butler. Shoots over Bryant. Good saving. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
He was all alone on that one. Scott's got 56 points in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
LeBron James on the wing. Now the pass to Bryant. Back to Scott. Pass to Walker for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Heat. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Caleb Martin comes in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Oladipo in for Kyle Lowry. The Lakers also making some changes. Reeves is checked in, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Oladipo against Walker. Yurtseven. Scott pulls it in.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Scott is screened, and so it's Los Angeles. Back right after this. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
They've got Martin. Max Strus is out there with Vincent. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Jovic in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Doubled by Plumlee. Here's Scott. Out to the wing. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Vincent the pass to Plumlee. Passes it to Vincent. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Ilyasova. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Scott. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Pass to Nunn. Here's the 3. It's good from long range. Nunn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And not to mention, they're playing with great activity. A lot of block shots, good hands, active hands, nothing easy for the opposition.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And it's Scott with the jam.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Vincent, defended by none. It's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Scott. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 63 points for P.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The pass to Plumlee. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors. But it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
Pass to Vincent. Back to Martin. And he lays it straight in.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Beyond the arc. Scott can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside, Martin launches a three. And the Heat, another three.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Schroeder kicks to Scott. Fires for three. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. To the inside, Plumlee. That shot is off. Nice D from Scott.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for P.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
He kicks it to Scott. Again, what an avalanche!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Plumlee sets the pick for Martin. To the paint. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him.
I tell you, Plumlee rolls so hard to the basket, no one really wants to get in his way.
And Nunn has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kicks to Scott. Lets the three fly. Another bucket. Wow!
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely. A game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show.